Hey guys, buckle up because today we're diving into something big. The legendary OG Murder Nova is back in action and ripping down the track like never before. We're talking insane speeds, historic moments, and a serious shot at domination in Pro 275 at Lights Out. If you're a fan of Shawn Ellington and the Street Outlaws crew, you already know this car has some deep roots in the street racing scene. But what it's doing now? Absolute next level madness. So let's get right into it. Shawn's been testing the OG Murder Nova on radials, and let me tell you, this car is flying. It recently laid down a 3.83 second pass at 198 miles per hour, and if that wasn't crazy enough, it followed up with a 3.79 at 199 miles per hour. That's right, this isn't just a little improvement. We're talking about a game-changing leap in performance. And guess what? That's as fast as this car has ever been. Now, let's rewind for a second. We all know that the OG Murder Nova has been through a lot of transformations over the years. Originally built for the streets, this car has evolved into a purebred race machine. When they first swapped in the Pro Line Hemi back in 2022, it ran in the 3.90's on big tires. And that was already impressive. But now, with the latest setup, an MH7 Pro Line Hemi paired with a ProCharger 1401, this car is an absolute weapon. We all know that radials are a different beast compared to big tires. They hook hard, they demand a precise tune-up, and when you get it right, the results are jaw-dropping. And Shawn's team? They got it right. That 3.70's pass wasn't just a fluke. This car has the potential to go even faster. Depending on the weather and track conditions at Lights Out, don't be surprised if we see it dipping into the low 3.70's or even better. Now, let's talk about what makes this even cooler. This isn't just any race car. The OG Murder Nova is one of the most iconic cars in Street Outlaws history. And while the chassis has been updated and a few things have changed, it's still the Murder Nova we all know and love. The body panels have been tweaked, giving it a fresh new look. But under that sleek exterior, this car still carries the soul of a street legend. And let's be honest, seeing it now built for small tire racing is a wild shift. This is a car that's been known for running big tires and dominating in no prep kings, but now, it's proving that it can be just as dangerous in the small tire world. And the best part? Shawn's not stopping here. So, what does this mean for Shawn moving forward? Well, we know that he's splitting his racing efforts, keeping the OG Murder Nova on small tires and reserving the No Prep Kings car for big tire races. That means we're going to see him competing in multiple styles of racing throughout the year, and honestly, that's a dream for fans. Whether it's radial racing at Lights Out or going after another NPK championship, Shawn is all in. Speaking of No Prep Kings, Season 8 is still a bit of a mystery. We don't have an official schedule yet, but if it happens, which I truly believe it will, you can bet Shawn is going to be a major contender. He's fresh off a championship win, his cars are faster than ever, and he's got some serious momentum behind him. So, here's the big question, can OG Murder Nova take down the Pro 275 competition at Lights Out? Based on what we've seen in testing, absolutely. This car is dialed in, the numbers are ridiculous, and if everything falls into place, we could be witnessing one of the fastest performances of Shawn's career. One thing's for sure, Lights Out is going to be an event you don't want to miss. The Murder Nova is back, it's faster than ever, and it's ready to make history once again. Let me know in the comments, do you think Shawn can take home the win this weekend? And what are your thoughts on the OG Murder Nova running radials? That's all for today, guys. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of the action. This is Street Outlaws history in the making, and I can't wait to see how it all unfolds. The OG Murder Nova is back, and this time, it's leaner, meaner, and ready to shatter records. For months, fans have been wondering, where's the OG? What's happening with the car? Will we ever see it race again? Well, the wait is over, and the answer is loud and clear. Shawn Ellington and his team have been putting in serious work to get the legendary Murder Nova back on the track, and the transformation is nothing short of incredible. Let's dive into the full story, from a complete overhaul at DMC Racing to its return to the track for some Pro 275 action. To bring the OG Murder Nova back to life, Shawn took a 25-hour road trip up to Halifax, Massachusetts, to the well-respected DMC Racing shop. And let's be real, driving through snow, ice, and endless traffic just to get a race car built isn't exactly fun. But for a car like this, the trip was more than worth it. At DMC, the OG Murder Nova underwent a major weight loss transformation. We're talking tons of titanium upgrades, a new paint job, and a complete rework of the car's structure. This was about more than just making the car look good. The goal? Make it lighter, faster, and more competitive than ever. One of the biggest changes to the OG Murder Nova was the extensive use of titanium components. Everything that could be swapped from steel to titanium was. The list of upgrades includes titanium firewall, titanium transmission tunnel, titanium wheels, titanium beam tripper. Every little bit of weight shaved off means better performance, quicker times, and more efficiency on the track. But that wasn't all. Shawn and his team also removed the old front clip, which was actually taken from the NPK car, and realized it was 30 pounds heavier than the new one. That had to go. Weight matters in racing, and dropping even a few pounds can be the difference between winning and losing. Of course, weight reduction is only part of the equation. The Murder Nova also got a major power upgrade. The team installed the MH7 Proline Hemi, yes, the same engine that powered Shawn to his NPK championship win. And to take things even further, they added a lockup transmission. This is huge because none of their past race cars, aside from the Crowmod, have ever run a lockup. This means better power transfer, increased efficiency, and ultimately, faster passes down the track. For those who aren't deep into the racing world, here's why a lockup transmission is such a big deal. More direct power to the wheels, less energy is wasted, which means faster acceleration. Better control at high speeds, this allows the car to stay hooked up on the track. Consistent performance, less slipping, more grip, and better results run after run. With these upgrades, there's no doubt that the OG Murder Nova is ready to set personal bests on the track. Now, here's where things get even more exciting. The OG Murder Nova is making a full-time switch to small tire racing. This means it's going to be competing in Pro 275, one of the fastest-growing and most competitive radial tire classes in drag racing. For those who don't follow small tire racing, radial tires flip differently than big tires, requiring an even more precise tune-up. But when they work, they're insanely fast. And with the new setup, Shawn's car is expected to run in the low 3.70's or even quicker. When the team finally made it to South Georgia Motorsports Park, the excitement was real. The car had been through a complete transformation, and it was finally time to put it to the test. After months of work, the OG Murder Nova was finally ready to make some laps. But there was one lingering question: would all these changes actually make a difference? The answer? Absolutely. As soon as the car hit the track, the improvements were obvious. The lighter chassis, the stronger engine, and the new transmission all worked together perfectly. The team had to make some final shock adjustments and tuning tweaks, but the foundation was there for something special. And let's not forget the new flat black paint job, which, according to Shawn, is finally the perfect shade. Over the years, they've struggled to find the right balance between too much sheen and not enough. But this time, it's flawless. With the car dialed in and ready to go, the only thing left is to see just how fast it can really go. The team has high expectations, and if everything goes right, we could see the OG Murder Nova set a new personal best in Pro 275. The upgrades, the new engine, the lockup transmission, it's all leading up to one thing: pushing the limits. And if we know anything about Shawn Ellington and the Murder Nova team, they're not stopping until they do just that. So, there you have it. The OG Murder Nova is lighter, faster, and more ready than ever to take on the best of the best in Pro 275 racing. With a championship-winning engine under the hood, titanium upgrades everywhere, and a fresh new look, there's no doubt that this car is ready to make a serious statement. But now, the real question is, how fast will it go? Will we see a new record? Will it dominate the Pro 275 field? One thing's for sure, it's going to be one hell of a ride. Stay tuned, because this is just the beginning.